All right, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? I gotta change this waiting screen too, cause I still got Chase Young on that, man. We gotta work on that. Let me actually write that down. New waiting screen for live streams. Let me get to that, man. We doing that immediately after this. I'm sick of it. I just realized Chase Young was still sitting there, man. What's good, everybody? Welcome, everybody. I want to go ahead and give the early announcement before people keep asking. I cannot literally stream the press conference. I wish I could. I know how to. I have the ability to, but YouTube will shut this stream down quicker than Adam Peters can say hello. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. That's why I emphasize in the title, live reaction only. No Adam Peters in here. This is going to be purely just a Commanders fan reacting to what Adam Peters is saying. I'm going to be listening to it live. I wish I could play it for y'all. I really do. Really wish I could have that going for y'all, but YouTube won't let me. Once YouTube detects that I have the same thing going on as what the Commanders have going on, they'll come over here. They'll be like, wait, one of these is copying the other, and they're going to shut me down. They're going to figure out I'm the fake. So I can't do anything. I can't. I've tried before. I have like another channel that I like experiment with. I've tried audio one time before. They shut that down as well. So just wanted to go ahead and give that information out there. But for now, we have 7 minutes until the press conference talks. So I'm gonna be I'm down to take questions and anything. I'm trying to read and reply to as much as possible. My boy Zelig in the chat donating already, setting it off. Just wanted to support my dog right there, man. Appreciate that big time. Yes, sir. I'm on YouTube right now. I'm hoping that it will be on YouTube. I'm on the Washington Commanders YouTube page right now. I'm hoping that's where they have it. I can't absolutely guarantee because things get weird. And y'all know every time we have a press conference or something, the audio be all bad, it be laggy and stuff. Hopefully, under Josh Harris and Adam Peters, we no longer have to do that. So I'm going to pull it up on my own YouTube on a whole separate thing so I can watch it and everything. But make sure y'all go pull that up as well. I'm just here to live react to what he's saying. That's all I'm here for. That's it. I appreciate everybody that's put up. First of all, Valerie, appreciate you pulling up. First comment that I see, appreciate that big time. What's good, Michael? What's good, DeQuavius? What's good, Captain, Sanford, Tom, Ed, Hibiscus, Henry? What's good, everybody? Kai, Josh Brown, Steve H, Track, Patrick West, Chris, Commanders fan, Steve, John, Hazard. Welcome back, a lot of y'all, man. Leslie, MRB, Jack, welcome back, everybody. Zelig. Think if we go slow, we draft O-line, other talent to fill holes in the draft QB like Jordan Travis or Penix later. I can see that. I mean, if there's anybody I'm comfortable with doing that, even though I don't want to do it, but if, say we are, like I just can look into the future and know that we're trading back from number 2 overall, the only the best offensive coordinator for that strategy would be Bobby Sloyd because we see he's an elite QB developer. I have a few things I'm nervous about when it comes to Michael Penix and all of those later round guys. That's why they're not projected top 5 picks in the draft. But if I had to have faith in anybody to get them right, it would be Bobby Sloyd. What's good, everybody, though? Welcome. What's happening, everybody? Yes, sir. Again, just live reacting, not playing anything because I don't want YouTube to shut me down. It's already happened before. Like I said, I've experimented on other channels. They don't let me get away with nothing. So this is purely just a live reaction. I will not be playing the audio here. I got my dog Adam Peters up here in the corner though, you know what I'm saying? Got my boy Adam Peters on the right side of the screen, you dig? Rico, you think BE is going to be our head coach? BE? Y'all hit that like button. Let them know, Chris, man. Make sure y'all like up the stream, man. We got about 260 people in here and only 60 likes. Please like up the stream. I really appreciate it. Of course, again, just to reiterate, I want one of those top quarterbacks. I'm ready to go. Let's get it. But at the same time, if we were to trade back, if you can show me the future and like we have to trade back, it's going to happen. Nothing we can do to stop it. Bobby Sloyd would be my preference for head coach because we've seen that he's an elite QB developer. I think CJ Stroud was different already. I mean, as a diehard Georgia Bulldog fan, like as diehard as possible, subscribe to On3247, Players Lounge, Brooks Austin. I'm everywhere. Anything Georgia, I probably know more than some of the reporters out there that are actively in Athens and stuff like that. But as a diehard Georgia Bulldog fan, what he did to us in the playoffs last year was enough proof for me to know, oh yeah, nah, he's different. He immediately moved to quarterback one for me just off of that game alone. I know how different my Georgia defense is. He made us look like wet tissue paper out there. So I already knew, but at the same time, Bobby Slowick has done a great job developing him, designing an offense that brings out his strengths and hides his weaknesses. It's ridiculous. My boy Jefferson on time this time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. My boy Robert with the big time donation to the Cash App, man. Appreciate that big time, man. Much love to the donations to the Cash App. Really, really appreciate y'all. Shouts out to everybody pulling up too as well. Again, every time more people want to come in here, I want to reiterate that this is just purely a live reaction. I'm not trying to jip y'all. That's why I emphasized it in the title. I am not trying to get anybody. I am simply just trying to live react to this, and that's literally just it. What's good, man? What's good? I won't do a call-in show now because I am trying to instantly react to what's going on with this Adam Peters situation. So I'll live stream reaction, and then I'm gonna do a video on it, and then maybe I can do a call-in show maybe tomorrow because I'm busy. I got a whole bunch of family stuff going on. I'm happy that this stream is happening at 2 p.m. because if it were happening later, I wouldn't even be here to be able to live stream it for y'all. So we could do a call-in show tomorrow. Matter of fact, I can write that down now. Call-in show. I don't want to promise it yet, but tomorrow does sound like a great idea for a call-in show. Thank y'all for all the support to everybody that's pulling up. Thank you for all the likes and everything, man. Have to watch this conversation be on in the future. Where can I get the shirt and hat at? I'm working on it. I am working on it. I do want to get some more Street Scores merch out there. Teesprings was a little weird. It wasn't like the best of quality, so I want like another place to do something like that. All right, Commanders have already posted a 3-minute video yesterday about the Adam Peters situation and stuff like that. But what's going on with the live? Oh, apparently they're already live right now. All right, Commanders page is live with the Adam Peters situation. Make sure y'all go. It starts in 2 minutes. Again, I'm just here to live react. So if you actually want to see and hear Adam Peters, make sure you go to the Commanders live page right now. It's about 750 people over there. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm watching it right now. I really wish I could play it in the stream for y'all, but YouTube does not play. I've tried it on other channels and they shut me down every time. I've been banned on one of my other channels for trying to do that before, so I'm scared to even try that on this channel. This is my, take no chances channel. So I appreciate everybody that was here. I understand if y'all are gonna leave. It'd be nice if you had 2 devices where you can watch me and watch the press conference. But hey, man, it is what it is, man. Go ahead and watch that press conference. I'm secondary. I am secondary. Go ahead and make sure y'all pull up that press conference because y'all need to be just as excited as I am to even hear this man start off with a hello. But I appreciate y'all, man. Where can I get that? Yeah, I'm working on, I do want to work on getting some Street Scores merch out there because I have a lot of funny ideas too. I have a lot of like Adam Peters ideas. Like I want to do something. You see this picture I have and to the right of the live stream, I edited that and made that myself. So I want to do shirts like that and merch like that. So I'm definitely working on that. But I just want to find a different place to do it because I didn't like the quality of Teesprings. It was like you would watch it a few times and then it was already ashy. So I was like, yeah, nah, man. Appreciate it. My boy Dave G Comedy always got my back, man. My boy said, got y'all on multiple devices. Appreciate that. So he's here with me and he's able to watch the press conference, man. Yes, sir. Let's get it, man. Let me put something in the chat over there, too. Let go. Let's do it. All right, man. Y'all running a little late. Y'all 40 seconds late. Come on, Commanders. What's going on? What's happening, everybody that's in here? Again, make sure you like up the stream if you haven't already. Shouts out to everybody that's already donated as well. Of course, again, just to reiterate, this is my live reaction only. I'm not playing the actual press conference. I'm not playing the audio or any visuals or anything. I've tried stuff like that with my other YouTube channel. Get shut down every time. Scared to even risk it over here again, man. Hey, man, is Georgia really about to try to get Caleb Downs, though? Come on, Caleb. Let's go ahead, Caleb Downs. You know what I'm saying? Best safety tandem since Sean Taylor and Ed Reed at Miami. Come on, Caleb. My boy Marcus with a donation as well, man. Appreciate that big time, man. Is there any truth to Caleb being able to declare for the draft and decide afterwards to return to College of City if he's unhappy regarding the team? I don't know how that works. I have no idea what's the validity behind that. Truthfully don't. But I think he's going. I mean, even as much as he may reportedly not want to play for the Bears, if they take him, he'll just go out there and play. He's making too much money to be that petty. But at the same time, though, he could just pull an Eli Manning and actually, because so far it's just been rumors and fake accounts saying it. If we see Caleb Williams come out and say with his own mouth and his own words that I am not playing if the Bears draft me, just like Eli Manning did. Don't act like this is a Caleb Williams only thing. Eli Manning did it before. Other people have done it before and gotten away with it and were able to even change. Like, nobody even looks at Eli Manning like that type of guy, like a villain, diva type of guy anymore. It's really just dust under the rug, so people don't really care. Caleb Williams can pull that, and people are going to move on, and if he goes out there and balls out and is great, nobody's going to care anyway. Sounds like it got a little quiet. It was okay, they're starting. Well, first of all, let me go ahead and shout out my boy Carl Mitchell for the $10 donation as well. Appreciate that big time. Much love to the chat, man. The thing is starting. Appreciate the donation again from Carl Mitchell, Zelic, and Marcus Pinnell. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Adam Peters, first words, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Shouldn't be this excited about a GM, man. That's wild. It's crazy I'm this excited about a GM. And shouts out my boy Robert for donating as well. Rico, you like Caleb over Penix? Yes, I do. I have a lot of tape to watch, though. I have a lot of tape to watch. Like a lot. Like, I'm very early in the process. Again, I've been watching so much high school recruiting stuff for the 2024 class, 2025 class, and even a little bit of 2026 class for my Georgia Bulldogs. Now I'm finally starting to get to the college tape for my Commanders. So I'm a little late. If it's an SEC player, I usually have you, but especially Georgia players. But right now, like Caleb Williams, Drake May, I've watched a little bit of all of them, but I haven't watched enough like all 22. I'm subscribed to, what's her name? Caddy's Cuts or whatever it is. So I have access to the all 22 footage for those quarterbacks. I'm about to get to watching those guys and develop a strong opinion on them. But right now, for sure, I have Caleb Williams over Michael Penix. Will it change? Doubt it, but you never know. So I want to watch much more tape, though. All right, Josh Harris still talking, though. Let's get ready for my boy Adam Peters to say something, man. We about to get, boy, it's about to get serious, man. I'll wait for your breakdown, but Penix looks a little bit better overall to me. I mean, you could argue Michael Penix is the most day one ready out of any of the quarterbacks. That's definitely an easy argument to make. Let's get it. Come on. Talk that talk, Adam. I mean, of course he's not going to talk about draft picks or anything like that. But here we go. Thank you, Josh. Let's get it. Okay. Bars. He's excited. Let's get it, bars. Yeah. Okay, he said he just now met Mitchell Rails and those guys today. I thought they would help him with the interview process. What? Keep it pushing. Yes, sir. Biggest honor to be the... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bob Myers help. He said Bob Myers help. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wholesome. Wholesome. Yes, sir. Liking it. Liking it. Liking it. It's opportunity of a lifetime. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, Adam Peters. I love that he's not showing off his accolades. Like, he ain't pull up with no trophies, no rings or nothing. He's coming here to work from the ground up. All that other stuff doesn't matter. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And for those of y'all that are trying to see it, it's on the Washington Commanders website. Like their YouTube page, the actual Washington. Matter of fact, I'll just link it myself. I'll link in I'll help y'all out. For those of y'all that don't know, here y'all go. Ooh, I just did it the complete wrong way. Like I did it on my other computer. That copy and paste was pointless. Hold on. I got y'all. I got y'all. Copy and paste was stupid. Alright, here you go. Here y'all go. This is the commander's page. It's on there. Just go to the live section. Matter of fact. Okay, we doing a little preliminary talks and stuff like that. Doing a little saying the right things, I'm trying to see this vision though. I'm ready for this vision. There goes the exact link to the live stream. Appreciate everybody that pulled up, even if you're leaving to go watch the live stream. I would love it if y'all could have it on 2 devices, but this is cool, man. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll help it. I'll help it. I'll help it. Okay. 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 Dang, there's 5,500 people in the stream right now. Wow, man, they going crazy. Okay. He's still reading off the paper. I'm ready for this guy to like say what he really feels from the heart, from the mind. Yeah, Josh Harris is sick of it. Yeah, he clearing his throat. He like, hey, man, it's taking a little long, man. You've been reading off this paper this whole time. Get to the fun part. Get to the exciting part, man. Get to that fun part, man. Hurry up, man. This little filler. Right now, he going with a little filler. He's still reading off the paper. Yes, sir. One of the cornerstone franchises of the NFL. Let's get it. Okay, I like that. Yeah. He said kind of disappointing. Yeah, he not. I'm ready for the vision, man. I'm ready for the vision, man. I guess we got to get the questions so we can get some fun stuff. The stuff we ready to hear. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. I'm ready for you to speak that talk, man. We might not get the vision until the coach comes. That is possible. What's good, hey, Scotty? Yeah, this ain't, he ain't talking about nan right now. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he can't give away the secret sauce. Like I said, at the start of the stream, he's not about to talk about draft picks or none of that. But I just want to see how he wants to word it. Like, what's the plan? Like, what you looking at for a rebuild? Are you coming in here like Ron Rivera, like it's gonna take 5 years, or you coming in like, hey, let's do what the Texans did from number 2 overall pick to winning a playoff game at minimum? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I want to hear some of that. Let's get to the questions. There you go. There you go. Nikki Javala with the first question. Let's get it. Okay, what appealed the most? I like that question. Yeah. You had other options. Let's go. Oh, he recognized her from Denver. That's noteworthy. Yes, sir. Talk about it. I'm telling y'all, burgundy and gold really. I was telling y'all weeks ago, we are a very appealing landing spot for elite minds, man. I've been telling y'all people will want to come here, man. A lot of people didn't want to believe me. Oh, he recognized Nikki Javala from Denver. That's crazy. That's so long ago, too. He a real one for that, man. Rico, sorry for bothering. Sure. In rebuilding culture, treating personnel, players, and behind the scene folks will go a long way. Happy Thanksgiving, people. Oh, yeah, I remember that. How JP Finley gets a question in. Oh, so he knew her a bit in Denver. Not like that. I'm saying like, because everybody always says, if anything, the one thing he's like the best at in the business is being a people's person and like having great relationships with everybody. And the fact that he remembered Nikki Javala from their time in Denver when she was like just a reporter. And that was like, what, at least 10 years ago, right? 10 years ago? So he a real one for that, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm ready to get to work, man. I'm ready to get to work. Ben Johnson interview coming Friday. I'm literally going to record that video soon as well. Ben Johnson interview coming Friday. Virtually, though. This is virtually. This is preliminary. You think he'll keep Mayhew? If Mayhew's willing to take a severe demotion, then yeah, he'll stick around. But he ain't, you know, he ain't doing nothing GM-wise, nothing like that. Nah, this is our GM right here. Pulled up my second decide for the view count. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Any chance we get, any chance under team needs a background image, we can put the words a whole new team. My boy being honest too. There's some cornerstone pieces we can start with, but there's a lot of work to do. It sure is, man. It's a lot of work to do. You know, they still saying a bunch of filler. I want to hear something quotable, man. I want to hear something quotable. My boy David with a 20 ball, a big dub to the Cash App, man. Appreciate the donation, big time. My boy David with the donation to the Cash App, man. Much love, much appreciated, much love, man. Really, really, for real, man. I gotta do the air horns even after the Leroy Jenkins for that one, man. Appreciate that, man. Here we're talking about this number 2 overall pick. Here we go. Let's get it, man. Let's get busy. Drake May is Trevor Lawrence a bust. Dang, man. Dang. The boy Adam Peters ain't stopped smiling yet. And Josh Harris got that awkward little smile, too. They got that little awkward little smile. I don't know if Josh Harris is smiling or not. It's like one half of his face is smiling, the other half ain't. He good? That boy ain't slept in a minute either, too. Poor Josh Harris, man. Take some time off, Josh, man. Let Adam Peters take over. Appreciate that, Dave, man. Appreciate that big time, man. I don't know if y'all noticed too, because when they asked Adam Peters about the roster, there was like a slight pause about, I got my work cut out for me. Everything else great, but this current roster, I don't know. That's what that pause meant. My boy talked about that number 2 overall pick briefly. But he kind of segued that into a head coaching answer. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. So what he said he's looking for in a head coach the most is leadership. I doubt it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's very important, but that ain't number 1. You lying. You want somebody that can score touchdowns. You want somebody that can draft, man. Leadership just sound good. Leading a sorry roster ain't gonna take you nowhere. All that leadership cool to your roster, sorry. Yeah, Josh Harris looks sleepy, man. Somebody help that man out, man. After today, just take a minute off, man. Adam Peters got it from here. Just take a couple of days off and sleep, man. Go back to Miami and chill out, man. Why is it Magic here? I mean, I guess he's chilling, man. Chilling, man. He don't need to necessarily be here. It would have been nice if he was here. He'll probably be here at another. We'll probably speak to Magic at another press conference. Maybe when they announce the head coach or something, maybe. But we don't need Magic Johnson, but I would love for him to be here, though. I'm with you. They asked him if we're going to look for an offensive-minded head coach or defensive-minded. He said he's cool with either, man. He said he's looking for either one, man. I'm cool with that, man. Stay open. I prefer offensive-minded, but there's some great defensive-minded guys out there like Mike McDonald over there for the Ravens. Now, when it comes to head coach, he said they're going to work collaboratively for that. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Josh needs that sleep number bed that Dak likes to sleep on in January. Yeah, man, help him, man. That boy look dead. That boy a zombie up there. I told you, half his face smiling, half of it ain't. He trying so hard to hold that smile with the right side of his face. He can't do it. Smile holding on by a twig. That's how you mentioned analytics and going over players and draft. Yes, sir. Oh, we're going crazy analytics. We're going crazy. I mean, you already know we hired Eugene Shin to lead the whole analytics movement. You know, and Josh Harris has already said over and over again he wants to go analytics. So, yes, sir, man. Adam Peters said quarterback evaluations will happen after we hire a head coach. Cool with that. Let's get it, man. I'll just writing down some notes real quick. So you expect us to trade back? Honestly, I don't, man. I really don't. I wouldn't. I feel like between those top three quarterbacks, you got to take one. Now, say I was looking at this scenario. Somebody brought it up on Twitter. I'll probably do a whole video breakdown on this alone. I was thinking about it. But somebody brought up if Caleb Williams goes number one overall to the Bears, and we're sitting there at 2, Drake May and Jaden Daniels are there, the Patriots are willing to trade up. And I think it was like a second, third, next year's second and fourth or something like that, just to move back one spot and still get one of those guys. I'm kind of thinking about doing that, just to move back one spot and you get all of those extra draft picks to potentially draft more tackles, linebackers, receivers, tight ends. I don't know, man. To move back one spot, and then now you have 3 second-round picks this year and 2 third-round, and does that give us 3 third-round picks this year as well, including that 49ers compensatory pick at the end? That would give us, what, 7 top 102 picks right there? No, 7 top 100 picks. I got the information right here. I'm tripping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would give us 8 top 102 picks right there. And I'm kind of down for that. I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm super torn between Drake May and Jaden Daniels right now. Appreciate that, James. Love your detailed info and your videos. Keep up the good work. Appreciate that, man. Working hard over here, man. Man, if I didn't have some family stuff to do, I'd be coming out with like 3, 4 videos today, man. But at least I wanted to make sure I got this live stream in. We might trade back and take Jaden Daniels. I can see that. Move back one spot because I can see the Patriots preferring Drake May and willing to give us a lot of trade value in return for us to just move back one spot and get Jaden Daniels anyway. Cool with me. I'm kind of cool on that. I'm going to think about it, though. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. More quotes, man. More quotes. What do you think about Monty Rogers? Will he be a threat next season? I really hope so, man. I really, really hope so. Y'all know that's my dog, man. I've been trying to put people on to him so early on. Then we saw flashes, ACL injury. I mean, if he comes back and he's at least 90-something% of what he was, I think he could be very explosive, especially if we hire Ben Johnson or Bobby Slowick as our head coaches. Rico, you think we're keeping EB? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Definitely not as head coach, and then very, very unlikely as an offensive coordinator, but still more likely than head coach. I would definitely be okay. Only reason Eric Bieniemy stays is if we hire a defensive-minded head coach like a Mike McDonald or somebody, and then they just choose to keep Eric Bieniemy just cause, I guess. But I doubt it. Like, even in that scenario, even as much as I like Eric Bieniemy and I do feel like he receives a little bit of unnecessary hate, my ideal offensive coordinator candidate out there is Shane Waldron from the Seattle Seahawks if we hire a defensive-minded head coach. That's just me personally. Be okay with Daniels, especially if we get all those extra picks. I'm telling you, Ron can get us to the 15th pick with this version of trying. We may need a top QB before Adam Peters gets us the bottom picks in the draft the next couple of years. Tired of the offensive coordinator and DC talk for head coaches. If you haven't figured out both by now, I don't want you. Why isn't, yeah, good point. You should be versatile. Why isn't Josh Harris happy? He got to steal a GM. I think he's already set. He's probably off of, he probably has a hangover or something like that. You know that boy be in the booth. You saw him in the booth with Joe Buck and them and Troy Aikman when he was drunk and everything. This man probably off a hangover right now. He's probably really happy, but oh, there goes the end of the press conference. Cool, man. That's cool with me, man. I like a lot of what I heard, man. Whoa, where'd they pick this song, man? Why'd that song come in so loud, man? Y'all gotta warn people. 3, 2, 1. We about to play a loud horn in your ear after the press conference ends. I'm about to say, you gotta warn people about that, man. He said, ultimately, we'll build through the draft and supplement in free agency. So the draft is a priority. The only thing with that that's weird, though, remember the free agency comes first. So it sounds like maybe we won't be aggressive in free agency. We'll just fill a little bit of holes here and there. And then we'll get our true starters and cornerstone players in the draft, I guess. That's what I'm assuming. But you got to remember, like, yes, supplement through free agency. But when you say supplement, you got to remember free agency happens before the draft. So that's a little weird. Why isn't Josh Harris happy? That was it. Yeah, that's about it. It's to wake the audience up. I mean, yeah, basically, that boring little press conference is over. Y'all can wake up now. Here's a loud horn to wake you up, basically. I liked what I heard, though. I mean, that's pretty much what I expected. I wasn't expecting him to give away any jewels. I mean, you already have Rick Spielman over here snitching, saying that Caleb Williams is the best quarterback he's evaluated since Andrew Luck, and even said that he likes Caleb Williams more than he liked Peyton Manning or John Elway. So we already got Rick Spielman on staff snitching, so I already knew Adam Peters and Josh Harris weren't going to come out here and give any more clues as to how they feel about quarterbacks. I already knew we were going to get a lot of surface stuff to not, we don't want to show anybody our hands or nothing like that. Rico the man says all we need is leadership. Yeah, that's just that's some political surface stuff. He knows leadership can't do it all. Ain't no way when you're talking about looking for head coaches, the number one thing you're looking for is leadership. Yeah, it's important, but you can't lead a bad roster now. It don't matter how much leadership skills you have. You can't lead a sorry little roster, man. That's not how that works, man. So yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be vanilla, vague. It's supposed to be political responses. It's cool, man. But I actually fell asleep for some of that. I'm telling you, that was boring, man. That boy never raised his voice. Adam Peters looked like he was falling asleep on his own. It is what it is, man. It was supposed to be fluff. It was supposed to be surface. It was supposed to be vanilla. I'm not surprised, but I was still just excited to pull up and see what that man had to say, man. He's definitely a bit camera shy, and that's okay. And that's actually pretty weird, too, because he's known as the people's person. Of course, the anonymous NFL agent survey that was done by The Athletic, everybody said he's like the most likable guy. He remembers everybody's faces. All of that type of stuff. So it was a little weird that he wasn't a little bit more charismatic, but maybe he was just giving fluff. Because from everything that I hear behind the scenes, as far as him as a person, he's one of the most charismatic, lovable, trustworthy peoples out there doing it. Right, Rico? You can't win with trash bag. Definitely a big camera shot. We can agree. Leadership is important and experience shaped them. Yeah, I mean, leadership is important, but you can't lead a sorry roster to a Super Bowl. So we need a little bit more than leadership, my boy. But that's just a political answer. I'm not going to read too much into that. course, leadership is not the number one thing. Yeah, it's important, but it's not the number one, dog. We need somebody smart that can design some plays that can get us going. I mean, motivational, all that stuff is great, but you can't motivate a lack of talent. We getting defensive-minded head coach. Is he be gone? Yeah, he's gone. Porters were lame, though, with those questions. Y'all were expecting him to dive in a little bit deeper. I feel like I could have pulled up and gave him a little bit of better questions, but shouts out to the reporters that were there. I mean, even shouts out again to Nikki Javala, the fact that he recognized her from their time in the Denver Broncos together, which also backs my point that he's a big people's person. He remembers every face. He's one of the most likable guys doing it. Again, NFL agents love him, and like I've said in videos already, when you're very liked, when you're super liked by NFL agents, that healthy relationship right there, that networking ability right there is gonna increase our chances of being a free agency destination even more than we already were. Just off of the fact you're getting rid of the Dan Snyder, starting over from Ron Rivera and those guys, we were already gonna become a top free agency destination. With the DMV, the DMV is supposed to be a top 5 market. Honestly, it doesn't feel like it because the football team and the basketball team have been so mid to bad to mid at best for so long that people forget that the DMV, at least DC, is supposed to be a market up there with Atlanta, New York, LA, Miami, Chicago, Houston. But it just doesn't feel like it because the NFL teams and the basketball teams have been so bad. But once we start winning, the fan base come out. Y'all got to remember, we have fans everywhere. I'm in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. I know people, Texas, Florida, Cali, but even just like when I'm streaming, we have people pull up from Germany, people pull up from the UK, from Brazil, from Mexico, from Australia. Like, this is a sleeping giant. If Adam Peters can for real turn this around, we get the right quarterback, we get the right head coach, and we start winning for real. Oh man, we're gonna be insufferable. We may not be as annoying as Cowboys fans because you know that's just hard to top, and we may not be as unlikable as Eagles fans, but boy, we gonna be annoying. Oh, they won't hear the end of it. We start winning, and I'm gonna be one of the main people being the loudest out there. Let them know. Appreciate that, Caps fan. Make sure y'all stiff arm that like button as well, man. Make sure y'all stiff arm that like button. Do I expect any big splashes in free agency? I don't know, man. To be completely honest. I'm hoping with the money that we have that we do at least go get somebody like a Brian Burns as edge rusher, because this isn't a great edge rusher class unless you're taking, it's top heavy. Either you're taking one in the first round, maybe the second, or you're probably waiting to get like a later round guy that you could try to develop or something like that. Outside of that, we have a serious problem at edge rusher right now. I mean, I can show y'all right now. Matter of fact, since we're talking about it, look at our unrestricted free agents, man. We don't have nobody left. I know we have the most cap space in the NFL, but that's for a reason. It's not like we just got free money out here. It's not like we're balling on house money. We have a lot of needs, man. We have a lot of starters. Kendall Fuller, Curtis Samuel. But my main point is we traded away Chase Young, Montez Sweat, and then you also have James Smith-Williams and Casey Toohill as unrestricted free agents. Who knows what's going on with Buddy that was betting on games? I forgot his name already. So edge rusher is a big need for us. We're probably going to have to go get one in free agency. It's probably going to have to be a requirement. Even if you do plan on drafting one, you may want to get one in free agency beforehand as well. Because right now, KJ Henry and Andre Jones are our starting edge rushers right now, according to the contracts. I mean, you could probably re-sign Casey Toohill and James Smith-Williams for really cheap to be like decent starters. But, oh yeah, Shaka Tony, thank you. But yeah, I think we have to be aggressive at the very least about getting edge rusher. We can dive into tight end a little bit, maybe offensive line a little bit, and maybe linebacker as well. But edge rusher seems like a must. Like we gotta do what we gotta do to go get Josh Allen or Brian Burns, because we need it. My boy Jay Hunter with the donation, man, appreciate that. He comes off as a very spiritual guy, reminds me of Joe Gibbs somewhat. Hey man, any Joe Gibbs comparisons, I'll take them. Appreciate the donation as well, man. I'm sorry I'm missing a lot of questions. I'm trying to prioritize at least people that donate. I feel like that's just rude not to get to their questions, so I'm prioritizing those. I'm not trying to funnel money or anything. I just feel like it's just literally just rude to not answer a question that somebody donated to ask. But I'm still trying to read as many non-donation questions as I can. Yeah, William Bradley King, but I'm not depending on him to start. I hope none of y'all are. Unless you're William Bradley King's family member, cousin, twice removed or something like that, maybe then I can see why one of y'all may like him that much. But we need somebody. We need a true edge rusher for real, a veteran for real. We got to. Josh Allen or Brian Burns, you got to hit one of them. One of them you got to get. And I don't know if y'all saw, but Brian Burns, he doesn't look happy. First of all, Carolina sucks. Let's just go ahead and get that out the way. But on top of that, what's it called? He had like a quote in the locker room. He said something about like he feels unwanted and like he's not a priority here or something like that for the Carolina Panthers. Basically, they're like not paying much. I guess he doesn't feel like they're paying enough attention to him or prioritizing his next contract enough. So I guess maybe they haven't even really started contract negotiations. He sounds like a disgruntled employee to me. So hey man, Brian Burns, come on down. Josh Harris will send the private jet for you and everything to come get you out of Carolina. Matter of fact, he'll pull up like my boy Kirby Smart on the helicopter. EA Sports College Football wait, what? Wait, NCAA football is coming out July 12th? That's a thing? That's final? Wait a minute. Hey, I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be talking about Commanders in this press conference, but it's been officially announced the NCAA. Wait a minute. Now I gotta look it up. Now we got to look this up. Matter of fact, I'll look it up on this screen so we can look it up together. Wait a minute. College football, July 12th. What are they calling it? Is it 25? ESPN, college football. Excuse me, sir. Oh, I got Patrick in the way and stuff. My bad, y'all. Yeah. College football is back. Is this fake? Not, bro, don't get me excited. This better not be fake, man. I Googled Burns, and man, even his picture, he looks Road to Glory, man. Yes, sir. Everything, man. I'm running. I miss NCAA football so bad. I'm running every game type. I may even run some leagues on my YouTube channel because I'm not a big Madden person. But NCAA, y'all may see some NCAA college football from EA Sports on this channel, man. I may run a dynasty and all of that. The Falcons just interviewed Bill Belichick. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Falcons. Y'all already know I'm the biggest Falcons hater doing it out here. Full-time, fully employed Falcons hater, employee of the month level Falcons hater. I wish nothing but Bill Belichick and them boys so they can continue to lose and continue to be average. Let's go, man. Go ahead and take Bill Belichick off the market. They're going to use skaters' names now since NIL. Oh, players' names. I don't know. Yeah, it is NIL, so I guess they can pay them. That's how we got here. So, yeah, maybe so. Now, is this real, though? For real, though? Like, no troll? Like, is this real? I know I'm supposed to be talking about this press conference, but NCAA coming out July 12th is serious, man. I'm trying to... New NCAA football game is planned to be released July 12th. So it's going to be NCAA football 25, I guess, because they always do like the year ahead or something. Is that real, man? I don't know, man. I'm really excited about that. But yeah, also, of course, we're leading the NFL in cap space. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot. We got motion, man. We having real motion over here, man. Big Munyons under Josh Harris, man. Let's get it. Yes, sir, man. But I'm going to go ahead and I appreciate everybody that pulled up to the live stream. I'll probably stick around for like a few more minutes to answer whatever questions I may be able to see and stuff like that. But again, but basically my point is I'm in the live stream soon, and I'm going to go ahead and start working on my video review of what just happened in that press conference. But basically my general thoughts before I leave to go do the video is he just seems really excited. I mean, I love to hear things like this was the best opportunity out there doing it. What was his exact quote? The greatest opportunity in the NFL. Honestly, right now, with the way that the NFC East looks right now, I'm not going to lie. We may be the most optimistic fan base doing it. Because, I mean, hey, none of us are going to the Super Bowl. All of us are sitting on the couch for the remainder of this offseason. And we have the number 2 overall pick. Dallas and Eagles, what was it for? What was all of that for if you're not going to even win a playoff game? And now you have a late round draft pick? Hey, man, I prefer to be us. I ain't going to lie. Most cap space in the NFL like you see right here. I'm sorry I got my boy Adam Peters in the way. Matter of fact, I could try to move him. I don't know if that's distracting. I got that Adam Peters picture that I edited myself. Where did I put that? Let me give that a color. Let me get out of color so I don't lose it again because I lost track of that. Yeah, I can move it out the way if that helps a little bit. You know, I got my boy Adam Peters, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. But yeah, man, what was it for? What was all of that for? All of that hype, all of that fun for what? So at the end of the day, everybody in the NFC East is sitting on the couch this upcoming weekend, but we have the 2nd overall pick. So, you know, like, what was all of that for, to be for real, man? Let's be honest. What was all of that for? Matter of fact, let's go look at draft order. We got it looks like the Cowboys have the 24th pick and the Eagles have the 22nd. Yeah, for what? We all sitting here on it's January 16th and none of us are competing for a Super Bowl right now. and we have the 2nd overall pick. The Giants got the 6th, but the Cowboys and Eagles have the 22nd and 24th. For what? For what, man? Appreciate that, Smokes. Yes, sir. We made it to 19K, man. We on the way to 20K real quick. Real smooth, man. Appreciate everybody that's pulling up. Also, leave a like on the stream if you haven't yet, man. I'll stream for another couple of more minutes. I'm trying to see if I can answer any questions that I see. But yeah, man, what was it for, Cowboys fans? So I got to talk about that. When I do my review video of this Adam Peters press conference that he just had, I'm bringing up the fact that, hey, man, what was all of that for? All of that noise, all of that excitement for what? Y'all sitting there with a late round draft pick, and we're both just as we all have equally just as much of a chance of winning the Super Bowl this season as y'all do. Y'all might as well have a high draft pick. You ain't do nothing with it. You ain't do nothing with that playoff berth. Winning the division for what? Y'all both lost to underdogs, and y'all both got mutilated, too. It wasn't even pretty. None of y'all games was pretty, too. That's what makes it even funnier, man. All of that for what, Cowboys and Eagles? Y'all might as well have a high draft pick like us and the Giants, man. I'm not going to lie. I am more excited as a Commanders fan than any of these other teams. I mean, granted, the Eagles seem like they have a quarterback. Cowboys, you kind of got a quarterback. I can understand that, but we have the draft pick to get our quarterback, and we have the best GM in the division. I'm pretty sure we're going to go ahead and hire the best head coach in the division. I ain't worried about nothing, man. I ain't worried about nothing, man. I think we have room to be the most optimistic fan base in the division right now. I know winning 4 games isn't the prettiest, but at the end of the day, we're all sitting on the couch, and we have the 2nd overall pick. Y'all in the 20s. For what? For what? They played all year just to get to the playoffs again. Bruh, winning 12 games 3 years in a row just to lose and only come out with, what, 1 playoff win out of all of those seasons? Like, come on, dog. What's good, man? What's happening, everybody, man? Ain't worried about nothing. You talking about the French Montana song? What's good, man? Push tush on the couch? Yeah, man. We saved y'all a seat, man. We saved y'all a seat. Matter of fact, we got that plane to Cancun. We saved y'all a seat, man. Y'all can come join right with us. We've been waiting on y'all, too, because we knew y'all wasn't going to make it far. Y'all made it out quicker than I expected. We can go ahead and make that trip to Cancun now, actually. It's crazy. 36 wins, 1 playoff win is crazy. That's insane, man. But, yeah, I'm bringing up the Eagles and Cowboys, not even necessarily to hate, even though they deserve it. They deserve all of the laughs, all of the memes, all of the jokes. But I'm more so saying that what was it for if y'all not going to have the number 2 overall pick? We right here. We right here together. We right here together, man. Let's get it. I'm hoping, of course, my top 3 picks at head coach, of course, Bobby Slowick, Ben Johnson, and Mike McDonald. But those are my guys right there. That's who I hope. I'm not gonna lie, Bobby Slowick is slowly creeping up to my number 1. Number 1, slowly. It was Ben Johnson. But again, Mike McDonald, you got to look at it as he's the one that embarrassed those other 2 guys. He embarrassed Bobby Slowick and Ben Johnson. I think Ben Johnson's Lions scored 6 points against them, and Bobby Slowick's Texans scored 9. Now, granted, the Texans game was the first game of the season. That was C.J. Stroud's first game. You know, maybe a little context there. But either way, Mike McDonald embarrassed the other 2 top candidates, in my opinion. So that's noteworthy. And if you hire a defensive-minded head coach like a Mike McDonald, please go get Shane Waldron, the Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator, to be your offensive coordinator here. If we go defensive-minded head coach, that's my number 1 offensive coordinator candidate. I'm probably going to do a video breaking down why. But ideally, Bobby Slowick and Ben Johnson are my 1 and 2. Bobby Slowick is slowly creeping up to number 1. I'm not going to lie. QB development-wise, there's something there, man. I'm sorry. There's something there with that QB development, man. How he made again, as a Georgia Bulldog fan, once he did what he did to my Georgia Bulldogs in that playoff game last year, he immediately moved up to QB1 there immediately. So I'm not even acting like Bobby Slowick got this terrible quarterback and turned him into a great quarterback. CJ Stroud was destined to be great already. But the play designs, the scheme, the offense, the layering of the routes, moving the pocket for CJ Stroud, taking advantage of his strong arm, but also giving him easy reads and things like that. Bobby Slowick has the most QB-friendly, explosive offense, arguably in the NFL. And to bring a guy like that when we have the number 2 overall pick to develop a guy would be a home run hire to me. You can't miss with any of the 3. Bobby Slowick, Mike McDonald, or by Ben Johnson. You can't miss. Let me go ahead and shout out my boy Sony. with the donation. Didn't even have necessarily anything specific to say. Just wanted to support the stream. I really appreciate that. You're a real one for that. Same thing with my boy G-Way over there. Appreciate that. The $5 donation. Big love, big help, man. Big help, man. Much love to the chat, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. And that's a good point. Bobby Slowick is really new to this. I mean, this is his first year being an offensive coordinator ever in his life. And then to go from that to head coach the next year, to first year ever being an offensive coordinator to the very next year, first year being a head coach is quite insane. That is quite insane. And when Adam Peters mentions he wants a guy first and foremost to be a great leader, then maybe there's a question mark there. But Bobby Slowick, man, I'll take my chances, dog. He may be that next guy. And first of all, also, don't forget, Bobby Slowick is part of that 2013 coaching staff curse with Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur, Mike McDaniels. Bobby Slowick was here as a defensive assistant. Wouldn't it just be so amazing if we just come full circle and bring Bobby Slowick back to lead us as the head coach? Like, we're sorry. We let Sean McVay get away. We let Kyle Shanahan get away. We let Matt LaFleur, Mike McDaniels get away. But even though we let Bobby Slowick get away for a little while, we brought him back, and he's going to lead us to the future. You know what I'm saying? That just sounds really fun. That sounds like a really cool situation that we can bring back. Of course, Mike McDonald, with me being a Georgia Bulldog fan, he's a Georgia Bulldog, man. He's from Georgia, went to Georgia, coached there for a little bit. So that, I'm a little biased on Mike McDonald. But even besides that, I love him potentially. I mean, again, he embarrassed Bobby Slowick and Ben Johnson this season. He made them look like they weren't head coaching candidates when he played them. But I still love Bobby Slowick and Ben Johnson as well. It's probably Bobby Slowick number one, even though he's probably the biggest boom or bust out of the group. Because Mike McDonald and Ben Johnson, you know exactly what you're getting. They're coming with a high floor. Bobby Slowick arguably has the highest ceiling. But, again, the lack of experience. This is his first season as an offensive coordinator, and to immediately go to a head coaching job immediately afterwards is a little risky. But he's probably the biggest boom or bust out of the top three. He's probably I'm starting to lean towards him being my number one. It was Ben Johnson for months. But what I'm seeing from Bobby Slowick lately, man, I'm starting to become enamored. But I can admit, even as a Bobby Slowick truther, I can admit that it is a little risky to go with a guy that doesn't have much experience running the show at all, man. So we'll see, man. Those are my top three candidates, though. There's a couple of other candidates I'd be happy with, I guess, but I wouldn't be jumping for joy. But at the end of the day, same thing with the quarterback situation. My thoughts are, whoever Adam Peters decides to hire a head coach, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt no matter who it is. Same thing with quarterback. For us to be this excited about getting Adam Peters and how we're changing everything, Josh Harris, Bob Myers, Rick Spielman, my boy Eugene Shin, with as excited as we are with all of these changes for the Commanders, I feel like that should come with equal benefit of the doubt. Because what's the point of being excited about these guys if we're not going to give them the benefit of the doubt? So whoever they take at quarterback, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they scouted the right guy and they have the exact right game plan for the guy. They have the right offense to build around him. They're going to do everything in their power to build around him, get them the offensive line, the tight ends, the receivers that they need, all of that. Who I prefer at quarterback is one thing, but at the same time, whoever they end up taking, I'm just going to assume and give them the benefit of that. Because again, my main point is, why are we this excited about hiring Adam Peters if we're not going to give him the benefit of the doubt or any of the moves and decisions that he makes at head coach, at quarterback, and things like that? I have my preferences, especially head coach and stuff like that, and quarterback. But, hey, man, whatever they do, I'm going to have faith that they did the right one, and they're going to do everything in their power to let those guys succeed. But, yeah, man, let me go ahead and get them up out of here. I need to go ahead and work on this video because I have some family stuff to go to and all of that type of stuff, so I'm about to be really busy. But I at least want to get a video breakdown of this press conference and really dive into all of that. So, man, I appreciate y'all. Shouts out to everybody in the stream. Please leave a like on the way out. Still farm that like button on the way out. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe because I'm your one-stop shop for everything Commanders, man. I'm doing draft stuff. We're doing mock drafts. I've been working on a mock draft for like 2 days, but things keep happening to where I have to push that back and work on another video, then push it back again, work on the mock draft is ready. All my notes, all my picks, all my stats, everything ready, but it just keeps getting moved back. Maybe the mock draft will come out tonight after I'm done with all of my family stuff. So mock drafts, we'll do live streams. Y'all know I do my call-in shows. For those of y'all that are new, maybe there's some new people in here. I do call-in shows where y'all can call in and voice your opinions on everything. We just had one, what was it? Was that Saturday? I think Saturday, where I allowed y'all to call in, voice your opinions about Adam Peters, what head coaches y'all want. We talk quarterbacks and everything. I give everybody a 3-minute timer. So make sure y'all stay tuned for those call-in show live streams And I mean, I'm at the point I need to do like 2, 3, 4 videos a day with all of the ideas I have and stuff like that. So much to talk about, but so little time, man. So make sure y'all stay tuned. I really appreciate y'all. I'm about to go ahead and do a breakdown video for this press conference. Y'all stay tuned, man. He said drop the mock. Hey, man, I'm trying to, man. Appreciate that, Dex. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. ABJs, wise, strong, and safe. Appreciate all y'all, man, for pulling up, for real, man. Yes, sir. Bobby Slowick has experience as a defensive assistant. Yes, sir. That's what he was for us. He was a defensive assistant for us, then went to the 49ers, still on the defensive side of things, and then he went to the Texans as an offensive coordinator. So he does seem very well rounded. And it kind of makes sense. Like, if you know defense, it only seems natural that you would know what a defense's weaknesses, biggest weaknesses are, and you can design an offense to beat that. Same, vice versa. If he's this great at designing an offense for the Texans and CJ Stroud, I feel like he should be able to know a thing or two about defenses as well. But, you know, we'll see. If you need help, let me know. All right, G-Way, man. Appreciate that, man. Big time. Appreciate the donation earlier. Shouts out to everybody that donated through the YouTube stream and the Cash App. Much love to y'all. Again, make sure you leave a like on the way out. I really appreciate y'all. For even for those of y'all that stayed in here even during the press conference. Y'all some real ones. But again, I encourage y'all to go to the press. If you didn't have multiple devices to watch me and the press conference simultaneously, I wanted y'all to go see that press conference because I wanted y'all to have the same initial excitement that I had. But shouts out to all of y'all that stayed and did both. Had me on the phone, press conference on the laptop, whatever y'all did. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later. We'll probably do another call-in show live stream next week, like this upcoming weekend. We'll see. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Appreciate y'all.